So we got to worm the horses today. I'm fixing to worm Cody. He has developed some afflictions over the years towards being wormed. I'll show you a technique that I actually saw on a Carson James webinar, and it really helped him and I both get this process done. I've had Cody since he was just a few months old, and of course that was 22 years ago, so we were both young and didn't know a whole lot about how to get stuff done without developing afflictions. So he's had a bad habit about avoiding being wormed, and we've been working on this, I guess, the last year and a half, and so it's, 4, maybe 6 different cycles of being dewormed, and it's really helped him. It just kind of introduces the wormer to him because he knows what's about to happen. He can already smell it. He's got the halter on, which is rare for him anymore. So he knows something big is about to happen, and you'll see him. He already start tipping his nose, trying to avoid me getting my hands around his mouth. But this has really helped. It still takes a little time to get it done. So if you want to see a professional do it, check out Carson James. But I'll show you how it looks, I guess, in the real world for folks like you and I, where our timing isn't exactly right and we're still trying to perfect the craft, I guess is the way to describe it. So I'm going to scoot him back, start showing you where he, really starts giving me the blues about doing this, and then how I kind of have reintroduced and trying to retrain being dewormed. All right, so he's going to get angry because I'm going to put this close to his mouth. And pretty much I just put it near his muzzle and just rub his muzzle with the back of my hand, but he can still smell it. He still knows it's there. And then I'll slowly put it in his mouth, and when he is still, I'll give him a break. And then I'll reintroduce by rubbing, and then try and get this in his mouth without just jamming it in there and rawhiding like I've done in the past because I didn't know any better. Maybe I can do it on this side where you can see. So he's already mad about this. He knows what's up. So we just rub. And when he calms down, take it away. And then do it again. And he's really tense around the muzzle. You can feel his teeth are clenched. Lips just poked together real tight. There we go. So you're just trying to desensitize him to it so he doesn't think he's fixing to get ramrodded right off the cut. So his sense of smell is super sharp. He's completely blind, so his hearing, his smell has all gotten on level 10 to kind of compensate for missing one of his senses. So you see just a few times he's already calmed down, and I'm rubbing my hand. Now I'm going to swap over to rubbing the tube on his mouth. And then letting him just kind of chill out with that. And then we'll ease it into the corner of his mouth, rub him, ease it in there, rub him until he's calm. And then I'll introduce the wormer into his mouth. And he's probably going to sling his head because this has been decades of poor behavior that I've allowed to happen. So we got it in the corner of his mouth and not too bad. Still angry about that part. So we'll just give him a break for a minute, let him lick and chew and calm back down. he thinks it's over with, but oh, still fussy. He will protest. He will protest. This will go on and on. But I'm not so much worried about how long it takes to get it done. It's just that used to, before I started doing this method, it would just escalate into him slinging his head way up in the air where you can't even get your hands on him. And it was bad. It was rough. It was just a bad experience every time. This just takes time, but it's not such a bad experience. We got most of it. That wasn't bad. A little bit fell in my hand, thank goodness. He wasn't able to spit it out to the ground. So that's it. I'm going to try and get this one little ball in his mouth without him chomping my hand off. Well, may not get that little ball in there without making him super aggravated. Easy, easy, easy. Good. Nope, we got it on his lips. Angry. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. So not so bad. Just a few minutes, got it done. Neither one of us got rawhided. He's mad. But that's my little tip. So hopefully that'll help somebody because I was so frustrated for many, many years. But check out Carson James. He's trying to put it on my shirt now. Check out Carson James. He'll show you the really nice way to do it. Much better than me. So y'all take care.